Hi and welcome. My name is Lorna. I'm a trauma-informed yoga teacher and a psychotherapist, and I want to give you a few tips on starting yoga, doing yoga, because just getting to a class is pretty terrifying, especially with the internet and social media and everyone being perfect and doing all this skinny stuff. It's awful, right? So quick tip to look after our knees. I'm coming down onto the mat now. If you can, have two mats. The reason I know this is because I have hurt my knees from doing yoga on yoga floors. So I know it might seem like I'm being a bit of an old lady, but I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm looking after my knees because I've hurt myself that much doing yoga. So I will give you tips around that. So if you can have two mats, have two mats. If you can have three mats, have three mats. Do what feels right. And if you can have a cushion, have a cushion. Right, next tip with the mat. People sometimes have blocks or cushions. Isn't that great? I haven't got a cushion here. So what I'm going to do to sit is I'm going to, because when we sit like this, it's easy to slouch the spine. Okay, so to keep the spine straight, we want to lift the hips a little bit. So there's no mystic meditation or levitation rather going on. Roll your mat up, instant cushion. Just notice how that feels. My spine's instantly longer there with the mat. Inhale, exhale. Great. And you can also do that and please do it in classes. You don't need the teacher to tell you to do it. It's your body. If you need to use blocks or the cushions, you do it. You don't wait for the teacher. You are responsible for your own body, physical health and mental health. So you can do it long ways. Looks a bit weird. Who cares? Okay. So for example, I'm now able to lengthen the spine and come forward a bit. Great. Next tip is when we go on all fours. Right, first of all, as women and men, but we think all fours is maybe a bit like this. No, it's not. Knees need to be hip width apart, which is usually two fists. So put two fists there, so I know, right, okay, that's okay. To be under the hips, that's too close. Okay, under the hips. Hands, not too close. I want them to be lean forward, lengthen your spine. The back of the wrist should be under the armpit. Okay, have a little experiment, turn the hands the other way around. Great. So what this allows us to do is when we, for example, have a flat back like a coffee table, right? Lengthen the fingers, bring the chin to the chest, arch the spine, take the gaze forward. So we're getting full length on the spine. And keep doing this, bringing the chin to the chest, forward. Now what I want you to notice is how tight you feel, right? It's something called the fascia. We all have a fascia. It's like a Spider-Man suit that we all have inside of us. And when we sleep, when it's cold, so when we wake up, or if it's cold, or it's usually cold where I live, you wake up and you feel tight. So it's called fuzz, fascia fuzz. So just know that when we start to move like this, and then release, repeating it. Notice we repeat things usually in yoga. 3's the magic number. So we'll repeat, or 5. 3's the magic one. That fuzz starts to disappear. Okay. So I've been doing yoga for like 25 years. I still wake up stiff as a board, right? So it's how we start to move that. First of all, noticing it and knowing that that's an edge. So let's experiment with that now. Just coming on to sitting on your honkers on your knees, right hand on the floor. Let's notice it now. Keep this hip pulling down. It wants to come up, but just notice a bit of stiffness all the way up the side of the body and into the neck. We don't want to go past any edge. We're not like competitive, I don't know, weightlifters or anything, right? We're just noticing that fuzz where our fascia is a bit fuzzy. And the fascia it goes from the tip of our head to the tip of our toes. Everything is connected. The brain, the vagus nerve, everything through the fascia. So let's inhale. Let's stretch again. So it's slowly just noticing the edge. What do you notice in your hip? That side to the armpit, the neck. Do you want to take your gaze up this time? I didn't want to do that at first because I'm loosening the fascia. Remember, your fascia loves to be warm and it loves to be hydrated. So do that again. Again, I want to look up. I didn't want to do that before. Slowly going up, noticing an edge, approaching it, but we're not going over it. We're not snapping anything. think of like toffee. So like toffee, you would just snap it, wouldn't you, if you went. So we need to warm it up. So with breath, and we're warming ourselves up. Okay, excellent. So we'll do this one more time on this side. Excellent. So know that when you start moving in the morning, interlink the fingers, flip them round, smile, that you're going to feel stiffer. And if something feels uncomfortable, so I work with a lot of people and doing this is uncomfortable. They're like, oh Lorna, I can't straighten my arms. You don't have to. Take it wide. How can you create more space? Don't do what the teacher in the class is telling you to do. Do what feels right for your body. Get steady. Create space. Keeping yourself safe. Do that one more time. We'll do 3's the magic number. We'll do it 3 times. Interlink the fingers, take it up. So if that feels good, and again, take your awareness to the floor. Lengthen the spine. Notice the front of the body opening. Can you gaze up? See, I didn't want to gaze up last time because the fascia's warming up. I'm starting to soften. And remember, that's yoga teachers, anybody. Do it one more time. This time, change the interlink on the fingers. Don't think about it too much. Up or down. And again. There you go. Do you want to create space? Do you want to have like a cactus arms working into the shoulders? How's your neck? Do you want to put a roll in your neck? Just be curious. You experiment with that. Don't do what the teachers are telling you to do. It's your responsibility to look after your body only. Okay. Next little tip. We're going to come onto our knees, right? And I'm going to ask you to take 1 foot forward. I'll go on an angle. Might be easier to see. 1 foot forward. Again, if you need extra padding under your knees, a lot of places are working. They have like awful concrete floors. So stick some padding under your knees if that feels good. And we want to be working in the hips, something called the psoas muscle. Again, connected a lot with mental health. If we have tension here, and our fascia, we want it to start to begin to loosen. Okay, so it'll be the psoas muscle here. Take hands on the knees, just gently sink down. So we're not going to like snap the toffee, we're just going to sink down. Use the breath. Inhale into the tension. Exhale, sink. Inhale. Exhale. Use the breath, and it takes time for that fascia to begin to move. Okay, let's do that on the other side. And again, we're not like I'm not on a washing line here. I'm not, doing a perfect balance. Good gracious, I'm not perfect at all, unfortunately. So I would like you to become steady, right? So if I'm like this, I'm wobbly. Come a little wider. Let's sink a bit further down. Okay, I feel it feels a bit better on that side. So inhale, exhale. Inhale this time, lengthen the spine. Exhale. And when you're here this time, I'm going to invite you to experiment, because you might just want to stay here. That's fine. If this feels okay, take the arms up, keep them wide. Keep them wide, gaze up. Open the front of the body, wiggle your fingers. Maybe put some circles in the wrists, play the piano. You do what feels right for you. And slowly coming back, keep the arms up. And I'm going to ask you to take the top arm, right, the arm that's on the same side of the knee that's bent, right, this side. Take it down, take the gaze forward. I'm going to have to get a bit more steady here. I'm going to look at the magnolia tree. I've grown that from a stick, so you can have a look at the magnolia tree. I'm very proud of it. Take a gaze over. It'll be gone in a couple of days, but isn't it lovely? Take that over, bring the hand back down, bring it back up. Excellent. Try it on the other side, opening out. Feeling wobbly, go a bit steadier, shorten the gait. You choose, have choice here. Have a choice, bring the hand down, bring it back up, down to the hips. Let's go on the other side again. Okay, steady. Your job is to get steady, not to copy what someone else is doing and feel rubbish if you can't do it. So we're going to bring the hands up. And the hand that is on the side of the knee that's up, let's take that back. And then round. Inhale up. Now let's take the other hand and open up. Feel steady, adjust. Belly button's active, even sink down a bit here. Bring your hands up. Hands to the hips. And come back down. Okay, so we're going to finish this now by doing a twist. So I'm going to give you some tips on the twist. So like I said, use the mat. I'm also on a bit of a downward slope here. Well, hopefully not. So one leg out front, other leg, pull it in, lengthen that spine. The front foot always wants to sort of flop off, right? Pull the front foot back, lengthen the spine. Stay here if you like, it feels good. Lengthen the spine. Remember, have a cushion, roll your mat or mats up, get that bit of height. Excellent. Now the hand that is the same side of the leg that's out, inhale it up. Exhale it round. Here's the tip. You'll see in yoga people, and they do, some people, because we've all got different shaped limbs, arms and legs, and I was always a bit ashamed of it. Well, I think I still am sometimes. So inhale up, lengthen, exhale. So if you can get your elbow to the other side of that knee, great. Other hand comes behind, you can be like that, great. I'm not comfortable, right? For me, it's more comfortable to lengthen and get a hold. Do whatever feels right for your body. Pull those front feet back. Inhale. Back arm isn't there to like sit on the beach and have a lay back on. No, that's for the beach. It's to have your spine straight like a broomstick. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently twist. Tip. It's easy to just twist your head, right? Inhale. Twist. I'd like you to inhale, lengthen. Visualize your belly button and we're twisting from below the abdomen. Keep the gaze down, it's better for your neck. And again, inhale, lengthen. Use that back hand and twist from the abdomen. Was that 3? We'll do one more. Inhale. Remember this front foot wants to flop off. Keep it pulled back, active. Woo! And release. In yoga, you always do both sides or you'll end up wonky. Right, okay. Other foot comes in. Enjoy that lengthening. Back foot, the front foot pulls back. Lengthen the spine. Stay here if you like. Just stay here if it feels good. If not, take the back. Next step is take the back hand to straighten your spine. Other hand comes up. Get a hold of where you want to get a hold of. Twist it round. Inhale, lengthen. Now from the lower belly. So it's as if you have a tea towel. I don't know if you have tea towels in America. Thing you wipe dishes on or whatever you do with them. So imagine you've got a piece of cloth like that and it's wound up. It's the bottom part of your spine that we're moving, not just the bit with more flexibility here. Twists are great for detoxing if you're in recovery, if you're wanting just to give your body a little bit of a detox, if you're flushing it out. So you will need to go to the bathroom, usually after yoga. I mean, even in yoga, and if you need to go, just go. Okay, and slowly release. Give your legs a bit of a waggle. Give them a bit of a move. Give them a bit of a move. Coming back onto your mat. We're going to go lengthways now. Lengthways. Feet on the floor. Hands are under the kneecaps. Lengthen. Lengthen. Feet may be steady. Feel it and be steady so the spine is long. And then we're going to take the arms out to the side and slowly roll down. Engage the core. We're being quite kind to ourselves there. Arms by the side. Arms by the side. Feet flat, knees pointing directly up. And if you like, and when you're ready, inhale, lift the hips. Take the arms over. Exhale, bring it down. Forget about the breath if it's just confusing you. Okay, so we'll do it without breathing. So when you're ready to move, lift the hips, take the arms over. Do you want to take the arms wider? How can you have more space there? Give your face a squeeze. Give your jaw a waggle. No one can see you. Push the big toe down, heel down. And slowly roll the spine down. It's easier using the arms to roll the spine down rather than it coming down like an ironing board. Clap. We want it to roll down like a piece of licorice. You know, like licorice rolls. That's what we want it to do. So let's, last time, inhale, hips up. Again, if it's tight on the shoulders, take it wide. When you are ready to lower or exhale, slowly look at your hands. Can you slow it down and roll the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae? Excellent, excellent. Gently hugging the knees into the chest, giving the lower spine a massage. Lower spine a massage. You might want to give the legs a shake, arms a shake. If you're going to go and start the day, slowly roll them back up. And if this is really uncomfortable, there's another tip. It's like, oh, I can't cross my legs. Don't. Sit like this. Get on a chair. I know it can be quite shaming for people to get on a chair. Be like this. Again, I need a bit of padding there so I can lengthen my spine, so my spine is long. Just taking a moment to notice the ground under you. Hands. So hands can be down. Hands can be up. If you like, you can experiment with placing the fingers together. Let's go with the thumb and the first finger. So again, this can seem a bit magical, so there's a tip here. Is there research? Not really. So this is where the yoga and science, some of it works together, and it's wonderful for the vagus nerve and for the nervous system. There's not a lot of science to prove this, but I've felt it, so I'd just say experiment how you feel. So if you put your thumb and first finger together, lengthen the spine, inhale, exhale. Just taking your awareness now to the tip of your nose. And if your attention wanders, which everybody's does, even monks under banyan trees in Nepal, bring it back to the tip of the nose. Inhale, exhale. This time I'd like you to take your awareness up to the sky when you inhale. Smile. When you're ready to exhale, take your awareness to where your body's sitting on the floor. Tailbone, knees, sides of the feet. Inhale. Smile, awareness up to the sky or the ceiling. Exhale. Bring it down. One more time. Inhale, up to the sky, smile. Exhale, down. So just taking a moment here to notice, what do you need now to stay well? Gently bringing the hands to the heart. I'm going to just say thank you for your time today. Well done. I hope you learned some little micro tips with yoga there. Start doing them, start making it work for your body, and I'll see you next time.